Hello, beautiful people. Hello, how are you? I hope you're all doing well. Megan Small is here and we're waiting. Hello, Megan. Hello, how are you?
Good. How are you, darling?
Good. Are you still jet lagged?
I'm okay. I think I'm okay. I mean, it hits me around 1 o'clock, but I try and keep myself awake, right? Just to keep myself on my son's schedule, but I'm okay.
Yeah. Oh my goodness.
I'm getting some coffee ready right now as we're talking.
Good. So but I saw that your little boy put you to work.
Yeah, he sure did. And you know what? The squatties were so mad about my cookies. Girl, did you see those comments? I was laughing.
Why were they so mad?
Oh, they were saying that my cookies look anemic. They
Oh my
said that my cookies looked undercooked, but they're butter cookies. Like they're not supposed to be dark brown or anything.
Of course, of course. In fact, I have you, because I always like I haven't been. I've been working so hard with the other stuff, with the school because we've
Yeah.
been buying stuff and everything, and we were trying to fit like the 400 kids there, but
Hmm.
I don't think we can. We have to do like four separate dinners, like 100 kids at a time.
Oh, okay.
Well, yeah, it's because otherwise, we don't have the space, and
Yeah.
otherwise it's gonna look not nice,
Yeah,
like everybody
of
crowded.
course.
So, but that's okay. I already talked to them because we spent the whole hello, beautiful people. Thank you very much all for being here. And let's welcome Megan Small. And we're waiting for Andrew, but we can still talk and everything, while we wait for that man. And that man, I mean, Andrew.
Look at
So
I'm just
let me
reading the
let, let me get to
comments.
let me get to your Twitter. I'm going to show it. Oh, we're going to talk a lot, we're going
Well,
to
there's
talk.
a lot to talk about.
Oh, yes, yes,
There's
yes.
a lot
So
to talk
much. But I
about.
just want to get to the cookies because I saw the cookies here. These are the cookies.
My cookies. I made 30 of them, and they
Uh,
were actually a hit at the little party that they had. Hi, Andrew.
Hello.
How are you?
you
Oh,
know,
good.
Megan Small was being trashed because she baked those cookies and all the sugars were all like upset
Yeah,
about it,
yeah, I saw that. What were they saying?
The squatties were pissed about my cookies, and then they said that I was super deranged because now I'm pretending to post stolen photos of cookies for my invisible child that I don't have because I'm too much of a crazy person to have a child. Like just stupid stuff. I was laughing my ass off.
These people are ridiculous. That's why look. I have to tell you, Megan's mom.
Yes.
I see y'all your threads, and you too,
Yeah.
Paula. I see y'all's threads, and I don't know how you do it because when I had Twitter, the only thing I could manage to do with those people was tell them to shut the f up. I can't debate them. I just can't.
But I
I
mean, what's the point in debating them? Like there's some people. I mean, I'm so sick. It's so funny, like for some reason these sugars think that Megan is like a teenager because they call me old. I'm 55. I'm not a young chick anymore. But Megan is 42. She's gonna be 43. So it's not
Yeah.
like she's getting up there, guys. She's 7 years away from 50. So I don't understand this ageist bullshit, that they've got going. I'm lucky I'm 55 and I hope I get to see some more years. You know what I mean, guys?
Yeah.
Fuck that. I don't mind. And Meghan Markle would wish to look like me
My
at my
hey,
age.
you look good for 55. My ex-girlfriend was 54. Yeah, you look good for 55.
Oh, thank you. Well, I look good regardless of the age.
Yeah. Well, I think it's because her fans are all teenagers. So
You
that's why.
think? Or they're idiots.
Yeah, no, they're really young. Remember that photo from Invictus where all those fans of hers were there,
Mm-hmm.
and they were all like 12 years old.
Yep,
So
yep, yep, yep.
that's why they always talk about age because they're so young. They probably have to tweet from school.
Well, no, Megan always has to be surrounded with like teenagers and youngsters because
Mm-hmm.
adults wouldn't put up with her bullshit.
Yeah, that's it.
I mean, there's so much to talk about. We've had at least, the Tyler Perry thing. I mean,
That's tough.
I saw some I saw some somebody put out some bogus articles, and oh, what's his name, Christian Keys is walking back the accusation. It's like, no, he hasn't, but it shows the machine of Tyler Perry putting up these articles. Oh, Christian Keys walks back, you know, his accusations. He's saying that it wasn't that. He hasn't said anything.
What was this on?
I left, some people left comments on my video, you know, that I did with Tyler Perry and Meghan Markle and Oprah and stuff.
Yeah.
They said, oh, did you see that? So I went Christian Keys, and then I put Tyler Perry, and then there's like 4 or 5, but they're very obscure. You can see that they're like kind of made up websites that nobody like anything, you know. It's disgusting. But what do you guys make of it?
Yeah, Mo, you can go first.
Tyler Perry thing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I think he's a freak, my opinion. My opinion. These are just completely my opinions. But come on, the guy has talked about being homeless. Now you got to do some pretty wild things to be homeless and to get by. Like, being homeless is a pretty tough gig, right? I mean, not a gig, but it's pretty tough being homeless. And you got to do some shady things sometimes to just get through. So I don't know. I think the guy's a pervert. I mean, we've never seen him in a relationship with a woman. He has a child by that woman that he pays off, and she keeps her mouth shut and stays out of the news.
You know, there was, Andrew and Meghan, actually somebody left this very, very clever thing saying that Meghan Markle, because of her Soho connections, knew a lot about Tyler Perry, and this is how she felt bold enough to give him a call and say, lend me your plane. And this is why he's been so eager to lend them everything, you know, like the plane and everything, because she has some shade on him because of Soho House.
Like, as in, oh, she's gonna out him. But who the hell is Meghan Markle to blackmail everyone? I don't know why people are like giving her.
I don't think it's her. I think she's being used. You know, Meghan Markle was a call girl
for guinea pig scapegoat, being used for higher powers.
Yeah, because you're not gonna see billionaire Ron Burke come out, you know, the one who owns Soho, put all these things. Yeah. So they use Meghan Markle, like, you know, because she's. I can bet you that they're counting their stars that Meghan Markle married that idiot.
Well, he fell in love with a stripper. He's an idiot. This I'm looking for that thing you were talking about, Paula, but I found something here that says Christian Keys liked a tweet saying that it wasn't Tyler Perry, but this article makes no friggin' sense.
No, I think it's Tyler Perry walking back, and I looked at Tyler Perry's thing. There's nothing. I think it's just fluff. This is the kind of thing that's Tyler Perry's. I think it's just my opinion.
Yeah,
is coming back fighting, you know, putting all these fluff articles like Meghan Markle. I mean, have you guys been so inundated with so many articles right now for Christmas about Meghan Markle, whether they're coming or not, or, you know, they're coming to the palace, they're not going to come, like Catherine phoned Meghan, you know, to beg her to come back.
This is the same bullshit PR strategy that they pulled last year, the year before,
last month as well.
Before that. They do this every single holiday season when it gets close to the holidays. Why don't they go hang out with the Raglands? I mean, the royals are so racist. Why don't they go hang out with the Raglands? They love Doria, don't they?
I mean, yeah, but
the lead coffee.
Are we talking about this coffee thing? Because come on, we knew Meghan Markle. Sorry, Paula, but we knew the moment Catherine dropped that she was gonna be in making a guest appearance in that aquarium thing. I think I have the trailer on my Twitter page.
Yeah, you do. Yeah. We're gonna play that.
It gets dropped that Catherine is gonna be a guest, doing a guest spot in this aquarium thing right there. And now all of a sudden, Meghan comes out with a stupid, clever coffee intern ad. Play this, art. This is cute. This is sweet.
No matter how much people hear about it, it's still just happening down there, out of sight beneath the waves, not right there in front of them on their TV screens.
Now the team have come up with a way to get everyone thinking about seagrass. Thousands of visitors are descending on Plymouth for the British leg of Sail GP, the Formula One of sailing. And there's one visitor who could make all the difference to the conservation project.
Hope we don't get too starstruck. Do we curtsy?
Catherine, Princess of Wales, is attending the race. She's been invited to visit the Seagrass project, and she's agreed.
Are you going to practice your curtsy?
That would be me. I would
I
totally
really want to be
be.
told what we need to do.
Beauty and lazy. I'm pretty excited.
With the seeds prepped, it's time to meet their royal guest, accompanied by the world's press.
The car pulls up and she got out and sort of, oh, you hear this sort of like flutter of clickers of paparazzi all clicking away.
I wanted to make sure she had nice tweezers and pristine work and everything was all clean for her. But that's not always the way with conservation.
She came and stood right next to me. We were showing her what to do. And yeah, that was exciting. I mean, quite literally brushing shoulders with royalty.
The princess's visit will help to raise the profile of the Seagrass project in Britain and beyond.
Kate's visit was so important, not just for the aquarium, but for seagrass, for the project. Having royalty visit, you know, it made people sit up and listen to what we're doing. Okay, if royalty are interested, it must be something worth listening to.
While Kate heads off to meet the British sailing.
Yeah, I mean, and then, I mean, can
Now
you
play the clever coffee thing. And then
Yeah,
I'll
well,
tell you.
That was
That's
last
what I'm
night.
play right now.
Yeah, yesterday.
Okay, that was last night. And what time was
You
this
without them,
bullshit
we-
released?
Last night at
So they were at the same time.
no,
'Cause I
like
fell as-
5
I fell
o'clock
asleep and woke
US time, 5 o'clock Pacific time, and then Catherine's was like I think at 3 p.m. UK time, something like
Oh
that.
my gosh.
Okay, here we go.
Literally. I want to give a huge shout out to our amazing, clever team here at HQ. Without them, we are nothing.
Supposed to be
Awesome
Meghan.
fulfillment crew, loving
Yeah.
weight packing. You'll
Right
have
there,
days.
yeah.
We've been listening to Brittany on loop since 2019. All very smart. Only
Here's
slightly
Meghan's
handy
copy,
digital
Catherine.
team making sure the website.
Can you stop that right there though?
Last year. Finally, the glue that lifts and crushes.
Mhm.
Look at where her computer screen is, and then look at where Meghan is staring. Like she's not even looking at the computer screen. Watch.
No, I know. It's like she's looking over here.
Yeah, she's positioned so that her face is visible to the camera. That's what it is. Because if she was facing the other way, it would be the back of her head to the camera, right?
And,
Yeah.
and wearing glasses to look
Yeah.
smart. You know, like I did a little short today. You know, she's trying to look smart, but all the choices she makes are stupid.
Mhm.
You know. So let's hear.
Last year. Finally, the glue that
That's right.
literally holds us all together. Our incredible, resilient fulfillment team that have helped make 2022 such a big success.
Guys, isn't that weird? I mean, that is really fucking weird. She looks like a creep stalker. I mean, I'm
Well,
gonna
if
just
you
say this.
go
Look.
back when you look at the photos, right? Because there's some photos on Daily Mail and stuff like that of this. When she's first of all, the phone isn't even active, so she's talking to a dead phone. They couldn't even call her so that it looks like she's someone on the line, right?
Yeah.
That's number one. And then when you look at the actual picture, you will see that there is a piece of cloth between her face and the phone. So I guess she doesn't get all her tanner.
Let me
or
see. I
bronzer
think I have the picture here. Let me see because I pulled it up
from the
actually.
Daily Mail article. But
What?
yeah, there's a piece of cloth between the phone and her face so that her makeup or whatever doesn't get all over the phone.
Here.
Right there, see? You can see it right there. What is that? That's a piece of cloth or
Oh
something.
my god. Oh my god.
You can't tell me that's her face, is it?
No, has a piece of cloth.
That's a piece of cloth, right?
Yep.
Oh
And look at
my.
her.
Andrew, I knew you would like that one, Andrew.
Oh my.
You like that?
I had
Oh,
it. Meghan's
I'm
home.
serious. That's
But someone in the comments was saying, why are you guys playing her commercial and talking about her and blah, blah, blah. But the reason why we're playing the commercial and showing you is because I wanted to point out the differences between how Catherine does a commercial versus how Meghan does a commercial. Like Meghan doesn't highlight Clever Blends coffee. The advert is all about Meghan, whereas when Catherine does something for a charity, it's about highlighting the charity, and she is just the assisting piece in the ad, right? She's just the helper. Whereas Meghan, this entire ad is focused on her. Who the hell is Meghan? What is she doing for this toxic coffee company with lead?
Well, the real problem here is like that what you said with the lead coffee company. The problem is that you don't even know what the woman says. Do you even remember what the actual commercial is saying? Like what the girl is saying? No, because if you look, the girl is right here, right? She's talking, and Meg is over here. Yeah. So you're looking at Meghan, and you're not paying attention to the actual girl that's saying the information. Yeah. So as far as an actual commercial, this was a huge failure because I can't even tell you what the girl was saying because the only thing that we could pay attention to was Meghan looking stupid. Yeah. And that's so unprofessional. And I think what happened here, I don't think this was planned. Like, I don't think it was in the script, you know, that they were supposed to say, oh, you're going to miss the fist bump and then you're going to laugh. No, this was bad acting and they just left it in. Because Meghan missed the fist bump, so she broke character. If you fast forward a little bit, you'll see her laugh, and she breaks character. So they said, "Oh, ha ha ha! I will just leave that in, and everyone will think it's quirky." No, it was unprofessional. That's what it was. It was amateur, and it was unprofessional. And
here we go. I'll play it again for you guys.
I don't know who decided on that.
I'm gonna help make 2023 such a big success.
Did she say 2022 or 2023?
Resilient fulfillment team.
What did you say?
Did she say 2022 or 2023?
Yes, let's see.
He holds us all together. Our incredible resilient fulfillment team that have helped make 2023 such a big success.
That's 2022.
I want to give a huge shout out to our amazing resilient fulfillment team that have helped make 2023 such a big success. I want to give a huge shout out to a resilient fulfillment team that have helped make 2023 such a big success.
2022. So this
I want to give a huge shout out to our amazing, clever.
And it's funny, because
I'm not even gonna lie.
Something. She's saying our amazing team, and then they focused on Meghan.
Yeah,
they do the whole thing together. They focus on Meghan. It's like the nerdy things. They focus on Meghan. It's like, why not the coffee? Why aren't they featuring the coffee?
Because this wasn't actually a coffee ad. It was just Meghan putting out something of herself and using the coffee brand as a medium for her to get herself out into the press. Yeah. And like Mo said, if that is from 2022, that means she just had it on the hard drive and she's like, oh, we have that commercial. You want to release it? And the team is like, well, the commercial is really stupid. You messed up in the commercial. She's like, oh, they're going to think it's quirky. It's okay.
I gotta tell you, because it doesn't look like her face right now, all wrinkled up, because she's, that Ozempic thing, she's got all these wrinkles things, she looks heavier in the face unless they put a lot of filter, which obviously they do. But, no, look at her face. Look at her face. Because you'll see her face up close and you'll see that she's, look at
resilient fulfillment team that have helped make 20.
See? Look at her face is fuller, now she has those wrinkles here because she's got those things.
Her face looks more gaunt now.
And that's
and look at her hands are not that bony, and her jeans are not that bony.
Yeah, I think this is old. This is old, and she's released it because she was pissed off that Catherine was going to be having a surprise appearance in that show. Yeah, that's what it was about. That's all it is. This girl is scraping the bottom of the barrel. But can we please call Clever Coffee the lead coffee company from now on?
Yeah, I'm gonna share that,
because if you don't like it, you can try and sue me, but I know you won't because you did have lead in your coffee.
And also they're associated to that place in China that mistreated people.
Yeah, the detention centers for the Muslims.
This is, can you explain what this is, Meghan Small?
Okay, so basically, this was a report that was, hold on, let me pull it up on my phone so I can see it a lot better. Sorry, it's just blurry on there for me. And my
Would you like some
iPhone has
coffee
it.
with your lead?
Okay, so this was a 60-day notice of violation because this company called Safe Products for Californians LLC is the noticing entity acting in interest of the general public. It seeks to reduce or eliminate the presence of hazardous substances in consumer products sold in California and to ensure that California consumers are aware of presence of each substance in consumer goods so that they can make an educated effort to limit their own exposure where deemed necessary. This notice is provided to the public agencies listed above pursuant to California Health Safety Code violations. So basically, they tested this coffee and they saw that in the coffee, there were high levels of lead and lead components within the coffee. And basically, if you ingest this, then you could basically, if you're pregnant, have serious birth defects. You could even die from it if you take too much. You could have serious reproductive health issues. No bueno. Basically, no bueno. Not good.
Esa mierda. But I mean,
mean-
this is insane. This is insane. You know what is sad? That only companies that she invested in are willing to hire her for a commercial, a mediocre, less than mediocre commercial that I'm pretty sure that she came up with the concept herself because, of course, Meghan is director. She was Rachel, what's it called? That fucking thing? Suits thing? What was her name? Zane.
Yeah, her name was Rachel.
Yeah, but Zane, she's the paralegal. I know all about law.
And when I found that out, I remember when I saw that show for the first time, I was like, her name is Rachel on the show and her real name is Rachel. So then more than likely she told the producers of the show what to name her. Like, she's like, oh, I want her name to be my name because I want that to be me because it's going to, like, did you know, I don't know if you've seen it. The first lines that Meghan Markle has are that, okay, you've hit on me. Now we can get past that. Those are the first lines that she says when she comes out on that show. And when she said that, I was like, wow, this person is that person. That's like the way she was acting is the way she is in that show. It was ridiculous.
That's how she thinks about herself too, that every guy is like hitting on her.
Mm-hmm.
That's why during Invictus, when they had the meeting with the True Patriot Love Committee for Vancouver, she was dressed up in that super thin halter neck top with she was wearing butt pads too, and it was just so like she looked like she was ready to
Oh yeah, she doesn't have any butt, so you're right.
She was wearing butt pads because you could see, like, it was terrible. She's flatter than a pancake. But everything that Meghan gets involved in is half-assed and super shady. Like this lead coffee company, or the fact that the milk was made in a China state that's connected to genocide of the Rohingyans and stuff. Like, it is crazy.
I think it's amateur. It's sad to me because when I woke up and I saw that people were talking about that stupid commercial, I watched the commercial and it wasn't what I was expecting. I thought it was going to be something good because you're talking about someone, and she always does this. I don't know if you noticed that. It's always like, oh, we have plans in the future. We have plans in the future. And then we get to those plans and her plans fucking suck. Like there's nothing good at what she does. And I don't understand. Like, does she not know that what she put out was just amateur hour 101? It was ridiculous. Like if you're trying to tell me that ad is supposed to be for television, or is that supposed to be for TikTok? Is that supposed to be for social media only? Because that's how it looked. Like I wouldn't be able to turn my TV on and then see that stupid ad on the television and be like, oh yeah, I want to buy that coffee now. No, it was ridiculously amateur. And all day I've been dealing with this now, like this disappointment. And like if you're listening, Meg, this was not good. You're not good enough. Like, this is not good. You need to do better.
That
You really do.
commercial is something that I would expect from like an amateur 12-year-old.
From college,
Not even
I thought.
college, from young children.
High school, yeah, even
Yeah.
high school,
12-year-olds.
something.
Like, come on, the way she acts reminds me of how a 16-year-old would act. It's not normal behavior for a 42-year-old woman who calls herself a global leader for women and girls.
An icon. That's that. I mean, I got in some comments. Meghan Markle is the icon of royal family, because I don't know where these news are coming that Catherine phoned her on behalf of King Charles. If anything, Charles would put his private secretary to phone Harry. They're not going to call Meghan. I don't think he's that much of an imbecile. Do you think Charles is that much of an idiot to put himself or put anybody on the phone like that with Meghan Markle, that was going to be recording their asses? Like,
No.
Oh, you didn't say hello the right way to me on the next book.
It would always be something. It would always be something with these people. And the problem with the narrative is now today, the second story came out about Charles agreeing to finally meet with Harry. And in that report, it literally says the same line from the story yesterday about Charles requesting Princess Catherine to call Meghan. Like, these, you can't put that narrative right next to the first one and then expect that you're going to put them, like, block them together. And then we're all just supposed to believe this stupid shit.
No, you know what it is, Andrew? You know what it is? Harry and Meghan have nothing. All they have
to be that.
All they have are these bullshit stories to somehow give the illusion that they're connected to the royal family in one way or another. That's all it is. I know it's super annoying and it's frustrating, but just think about it. If WME has dropped Meghan, then you know all these petty, stupid stories that are coming out are all from Meghan.
Yeah.
Because no self-respecting, well-advanced PR agency would be doing the type of shit with their clients that Meghan does. Do you see Kevin Costner doing pap walks?
No.
Do you see their other A-list clients doing pap walks?
You never see Meryl Streep. You never see Julia Roberts, nor Cindy
Never.
Crawford. You don't see
Never.
other A-listers. You only see
but that's the thing, is that, like, I saw a photo of Mark Wahlberg, right? He was out with his family in I believe it was in Vegas or something. He was at a store. Do you think that when someone like Mark Wahlberg goes in public and they take a photo of him, do you think that Mark Wahlberg called? No, Meg. Meg is the one that calls, and that's why it's not believable, because she's not a star. And judging from the commercial, it's just so bad. She is so bad. Oh, I can't get over this commercial today. It's been haunting me all day. I can't. I'm sorry. I'm serious. Because
you know why I was laughing though? I was laughing because I was thinking, you know, that the Dior asked the woman who played Catherine in The Crown to be their face, the face of Dior at a campaign, but they didn't ask Meghan Markle, who claims to have a royal title, to do it, in spite of the fact that WME pushed the fuck on it. You know, like, they really wanted her. Oh, Dior wants Meghan to be the face of Dior. It's like, what kind of face is that? Can you imagine?
That seems like, do you know how pathetic that looks for a big time PR agency like WME to put out feeler stories like they're trying to beg Dior to give their client a contract? I don't think WME would do something like that. I almost feel like Meghan put that story out via her supposed 5 friends, because I don't believe that WME would bring themselves down to that level to put out stupid feeler stories like that and feel like they're begging for their client to get some work. This is what Meghan does. Meghan puts out stories in hopes of trying to force that person that she's putting the story out, force their hand in giving them what she wants. She thought that by putting Dior's name out there and like getting her name some traction, that she could land a big deal and force their hand into giving her the deal. But they see that Meghan is a total disaster. She's a walking time bomb. She's going to explode on herself eventually. I mean, look, it took less than 17 months for herself to just completely destroy herself.
You know, I did a video yesterday about Harry and how Harry, Buckingham Palace, let's not pretend here. Buckingham Palace was making all the choices for Harry. They chose to put him and the heads together, and then the Invictus to front Invictus from the Royal Foundation, and they were able to hide and squash all the stories that came out, you know, when he was nasty and brutal to the working women and wherever he was. So they managed to squash those things, but now it's Meghan Markle making the choices for Harry, and we've seen these choices. I mean, what do you guys think?
That if she's the one making the choices for him, then he's got a big problem. I mean, the commercial this morning feels like it was all Meghan. Like that, the choice to leave in that stupid fist bump at the end, the choice to leave in the fact that she's laughing, and then they leave that in for a commercial. Like, I don't think that maybe even her, she doesn't understand that when you're watching that commercial, you don't actually get the information and receive the information because your eyes are paying attention to Meghan Markle. You see, and I think that she doesn't get that. That's why she thought she could release that and everyone would be like, oh my God, look, like she's so nice and quirky and fun and they're just having fun. No, it was an embarrassment. And I have a feeling that this is where 2024 is going. She's going to be calling the shots now, and it's going to get worse. Imagine if that Tyler Perry thing goes through where she's going to be in one of his movies for 2024.
I don't think Tyler Perry's going to be around much.
Well, yeah, that's you know, you got to find out.
To see that one through. What do you think, Meghan Small?
Sorry, what?
What do you think? Andrew's saying Meghan Markle's going to appear in one of Tyler Perry's movies. If Tyler is in jail, I don't see him making any movies anytime. So what do you think?
No, he wouldn't put her in any of his movies. If he hasn't done it so far, then no. The only movies that she's going to get into is Debbie Does Dallas and some backdoor beauty movie. That's it. Meg has been reduced to doing Pornhub or something like that. Or she should just give up and start her own OnlyFans. I don't know. But I don't think Meghan has any sort of chance to make it in any Hollywood movies, anything. If she hasn't done it yet, it's not going to happen. And at her big old age, nope, not going to happen.
So where is the commercial actually from? Who released
Clever
it?
Brands. Clever Brands is on Instagram. The girl who owns Clever Brands, the company.
And has anyone seen?
It's a small company, right?
And has anyone seen how many views it has?
Oh, we can do that right now. And then we can do that right now. Clever
Because
Brands.
what I'm saying is that yes, we're all sitting here talking shit about her, but if that friggin' commercial, although how shitty it was, if it still gets 2 million views, I mean, then her acting like a moron technically worked. And that's why I've told people before when they want to say it's over for her, that if a video like that is getting as much clicks and is getting as much views.
It doesn't say how many views, but it says how many people liked it. And I think they're doing this on purpose because look at this. Can you see the views? They can't see the views. Only 4,477 likes.
Oh, that ain't shit.
Yeah, and this is from what's it called? From, I'm sure, a lot of their sugars and a lot of paid bots and stuff like that, you know?
Yeah, that's nothing.
Guys, doesn't she look like a stalker when she's coming from here?
That's a good
side?
sign.
To our amazing, Clever Brand team, they don't feature this woman. They feature her. She points at Meghan, right? Look at that.
Yeah.
I just, you know what I can't get over? Stop. I just can't get over when they start the show and they show the inside of their team packing up the boxes. The floors are so dirty. The entire place is disgusting. I would not buy anything. Like, they don't even have any gloves on or anything. Like, you're packaging coffee and your hair is just open and just
It looks like shit. Yeah.
It looks filthy in there. I would not be buying that disgusting toxic lead coffee from that place. That is gross. And I think it's $100 for like 4 mils, someone said in the chat there. So it's overpriced garbage from China. That's not even like regulated. The products aren't regulated. You don't know where the products are coming from.
Ugh.
You don't know where the powders, like, it's disgusting. I want to pull up their public records and see what they have for sales. I'm sure we can find those.
Yeah,
Well,
that would be.
Oprah advertised them. Remember when they came out?
Yeah.
So
At
my
the
question
beginning.
is this: who's supposed to buy that now? Like, and I don't mean because Meghan Markle did. I mean, like, who is that ad targeting?
They're basically targeting those new age kind of people that want to drink oat turmeric lattes and shit like that. Yeah, those new age people that fall for that garbage, basically.
So like her sugars, basically.
Well, but they don't really have the money for that.
Keep it going. I'm going to show you guys something. Keep it going, guys. Go for it. Meghan, you take it. You and I.
I don't know. What do you think? What do you think is going to happen with her, Andrew? What do you think?
Because my question here is that when you have an ad like that,
yeah,
and the fact that the ad was basically about her,
yeah,
and not the coffee,
Who's
so
your target audience?
it's not really an ad. It's just something else that she's going to be able to put on her acting card.
Yeah. It's just another notch on her CV. That's all it is.
Yeah, I've been hearing that a lot. What is that? What's a CV?
Curriculum vitae.
Huh?
Curriculum vitae. Your curriculum of life. Curriculum vitae is Latin. Curriculum vitae is CV. Means your when you your
It's like your life resume. Yeah.
It's your resume, but it's CV. It's more posh.
Because to be honest with you, that's how that comes off, because it's just like with Invictus. Remember, Invictus wasn't actually not Invictus, Heart of Invictus.
This is rubber coffee, guys. I wish you could smell this shit. I mean, this is from my friend's plantation. I mean, they get the beans, they cut them, and they put them in the sun to dry. You know, I usually pick coffee because it's sweet. Have you eaten coffee like the fruit, guys? It's delicious. They're like little sweet grapes, you know. So, but I usually, you know, I used to cut for my grandpa, and he said, "Did you eat any?" And I said, "No," and my tongue was all red. Nah. But but this is coffee. Like, don't buy that shit. You know, get roasted beans. Get your shit. I mean, that's disgusting.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, what do you guys think? I mean, I know what you were talking about, her putting shit on her CV, but if you look at it, her CV is mediocre.
It doesn't matter if she doesn't realize that. You have to remember, when you say it's mediocre, she might not think that. She might be so delusional that she thinks that was a good commercial, and it was just quirky and fun, and it was them having a good time and laughing. She doesn't actually see that because it's not there. Like, she just doesn't get it. I don't understand. And you know, the problem that I have is I want her to do better. Like, I want to be able to say, oh yeah, I was wrong. You know, she's not actually some call girl, former actress that can't act. She's getting better. Well, you're not. She's never going to get better. I think that this is the best we're going to get, and it's going to continue now, because now, like Megan's mole said, she's making the decisions. It's only going to get worse.
This was Meghan's original CV, guys. And this is what she's done. Meghan Markle, Century City, Natasha, one line CBS. General Hospital, Jill, one line ABC. Nick News W5 supporting Lucky Duck Productions. University Place starring Northwestern University. Prom Inc. I mean, she didn't really have very much. And here she has that she's fluent in Spanish, French proficiency, dialect, Southern French, and Argentina. She speaks Argentina. She does kickboxing, dance, ballet, jazz. Let me see. I'm trying to read that.
But we've seen, you know what? Her father really needs a refund on the money that he spent for her dance lessons, because we've all seen the way she dances.
Like Elaine.
I mean, at least Elaine.
She dances like Elaine. Exactly.
But she has a new CV now.
Yeah.
Remember the CV that they posted? Did you guys see the new CV?
No, I haven't seen anything.
She's a bestseller. I'm trying to find it for you guys. She's a bestseller. I think it was when she did what's it called, the thing with the Gloria Steinem thing, that event that Meghan Markle did with Gloria Steinem.
Women of Vision Award.
Okay, let me. Can you guys talk while I find this?
Yeah. See this comment up here. Where is it at? It said, it says Andrew. She from Spark 1989. It says, Andrew, she can't do better because she hasn't a talent or craft. And yes, that's exactly, like, I remember I did a video about her with Tyler Perry, actually, as a matter of fact. I did the video about her with Tyler Perry, and how when Tyler Perry got that movie deal for Netflix, he got an 8 movies for 4 years, and Ari Emanuel was going to be promoting it, and it was going to be with Netflix, who she's already signed with. Those 3 things, if she can't get a movie with those 3 things in her corner, I'm telling you, like that comment said, she just doesn't have the talent. I think it's real. I think that's true. It's sad, and I feel pity now. And that's how I felt all day. I feel pity for this person. It's sad.
Oh, God. Us Weekly just dropped a new puff piece for them. And
yeah, I've been seeing that.
Did you see that?
Yeah.
Which one is it?
Here, I'll send you the link. And basically, they're saying that Harry and Meghan are making a Hollywood comeback.
Yeah, I saw that.
I mean, how can you make a comeback if you never were in Hollywood in the first place?
So
did you send me the link so I can look at it?
Right now. Right now.
Yeah.
Because I'm actually quite shocked. Okay, I got it. I'm going to post it up here. So they're making a comeback.
Year of redemption.
How many comebacks has this been now? This is like the 500th comeback.
That's like 500 easy.
This one
and you have to remember something. Don't forget something. We're not going to go anywhere because Harry has this stupid trial that he doesn't want to take himself out of because he has so much pride. And Meghan's trial is in November. So 2024 is on.
This is insane, you know, that this woman is she just won't let us go, will she? Okay, I'm going to share it with you guys.
It's either that or we just choose to stop. And I'm not going to choose to stop if she's going to keep on putting out bullshit. Because she's going to lie to people. She is. She doesn't care.
Hollywood comeback. In order for them to come back, they must have had a career in Hollywood before, which none of them did. I mean, am I wrong with this thing?
No, not at all.
No, not at all.
Are there any comments? What a load of rubbish. Oh my God, it's brutal.
I like Teresa Longo fans, Bark Jack's comment there. Nice work highlighting them being called losers and grifters. Loser and grifter is my new name for them now. I think we should all just start calling them the loser and the grifter.
Look at that. And this is in Spanish, total propaganda. No, in English. Meghan and Harry have the most one-sided family squabbles in history. People won't soon forget their constant bullying of Harry's grandparents in their last years. That's not something that just moved on from. Oh my God. Look at this. The dumb prince and the stupid wife. Isn't that you who said that? Who was the one that says that? We bring you a big nothing burger. Oh my God. I mean, this is an advertisement for Meghan Markle, paid for by Meghan Markle. I mean, raise your hand if you're tired of this shit. Is that you, Andrew? I know.
No.
I mean, the comments are brutal.
Well, you have to understand, for me, this is my mindset with this. Am I tired of it? Yes. But when it comes to something, let's just move over to this. When it comes to something like cancer, you have cancer in your body. Are you going to just say, oh, well, I'm going to ignore the cancer and, hopefully it'll go away. Maybe it'll go away. So when people say that all the time, oh, I want to stop talking about her. I want them to go away. Cancer doesn't go away. You have to do certain things, like chemo and all that kind of stuff until it goes away. And these people are cancer. That's what they are. And when people say in the comments a lot of times, oh, can we stop talking about them? Just because you stop talking about them doesn't mean that Harry is not going to go after the First Amendment the way he wants to. Just because we stop talking about them doesn't mean that Meghan is going to try and lie to the entire public to make people believe that she's some kind of star. I can guarantee you that, because you don't ignore cancer. And these two people, it's cancer, man. And you have to expose them. And that's how I feel like it's important now. And
Can we just talk about how Meghan Markle went from being an absolute fucking nobody, who was written out of Suits, who was 6th on the call sheet,
Yeah.
She managed to wrangle a completely emotionally stunted dumbass who happened to be a prince and managed to fuck it all up and is now back to doing Instagram reels. Can we talk about this big epic fall from grace and how she fumbled the biggest bag to land in her lap?
Well,
terrible.
I would love that, but the only problem is, what if this is what she thinks? Like you said, like Paula said with the CV. If it's just another notch on the CV, what's going to be the next notch?
What's the name of the thing with Gloria Steinem? Because they put her name.
Women's Vision Award.
Okay, I'll find it here. Women's Vision Award. Okay, because her CV was there, and if you read that CV and you don't know who she is, and you don't know her background,
you don't know who she exactly. Normal people don't know.
Vision Award.
I think if it wasn't for people like Meghan's Mole, like people like Paula and people like myself, people would think that commercial was good. I'm serious. I think like normal people that aren't paying attention, they'd be like, oh, haha, yeah, Meghan Markle did something stupid. Okay, I'm going to go pay attention to something else. Well, she'll lie to them and tell them, oh, no, it's fun and quirky, and it's a relaunch. They're saying she's going to be kind and standalone now. Come on. Kind? She's an asshole.
I'm trying to look at, because they had her CV here. You know, they have for the event.
Yeah.
They had her, and they put her CV. And I mean, I was absolutely blown away. Meghan Markle will receive a Women's Vision Awards. They removed it because they had it here, guys. They had it, and it was unbelievable. I was like, oh, if you didn't read this thing, I think I did a video about it. And I was like, let me see that, Duchess of Sussex. Because it was like, she is a philanthropist. She's done, I mean, it was like almost a 3-page thing. You know, like I was like,
But that's what Meghan does, though. She always over exaggerates her accomplishments. That's what she always has done. She overstates everything she's done, just like how writing a letter with the class about a soap commercial turned into her own letter, and how she changed the world and the bill and blah, blah, blah. She's a bullshitter. She's a pathological bullshitter.
Yeah.
But you know, I mean, I'll show you something, guys, and I want people to see it and tell me what you think, because you're going to throw up a little bit.
I already have.
You're gonna throw up some more, Meghan's Mole. You know, like just let me show you here. We'll see here. And I actually think I shared this on with you guys.
Hey, Holmes. I'm so glad you're here. Come with me for a
God.
I'm gonna show you my.
This outfit she picked herself.
But can you stop this for a second? Just
what
stop.
did you say?
She hasn't evolved from this. Like when
Yeah,
was
no, she
filmed?
hasn't. No, she hasn't.
She has never evolved. She just does the same shit. If I go back and pull a clip from her from 2004, it's the same fucking thing. The thing with actors is that they always work on their craft. When they're not acting, when they're not on a film, they'll go and take acting classes. They'll go study. Whereas Meghan just does this same shit, and it's so boring. Nobody cares. It's not sexy.
But she thinks it is.
Andrew, are you turned on by her looks?
This woman is not attractive to me. She's just, and you want me to tell you why? Because I think Catherine is a goddess. Like, I am so attracted to Catherine. This woman, to me, she's gross. Like, there are certain things about her body that are weird. Like her weird knees, her legs, her quad area is off. I mean, I think the problem is she's someone that'll put her body out there, so men will take it. They'll pay for it, you know, obviously.
Yeah, but listen to this. This is
I really wanted to show you the Shangri-La Hotel. I love this spot, especially when you need a good massage.
Look at all the people. Did you see the people? Not even,
This
the
spot,
people were
especially
staring
when
at
you
her.
need a good massage.
Look at the
They're
legs.
like, what the fuck are you doing?
It's Marilyn Monroe, and people are walking by her, and nobody looks at her.
No, the girls are probably walking by thinking, what the fuck is she wearing?
Right? It looks stupid. I thought I was thinking that because I'm a guy. That looks
she has
so
a horrible
stupid.
sense of style. I swear to God, I think in Meghan's past life, a man told her her legs were very sexy just to get into bed with her. And that's always stuck with her. Because look at that skirt. That slit is all the way to the top. And if I tell you something, let me tell you this. That skirt that she's wearing, she wore that a few months after Ivanka Trump wore that. If you find it, Ivanka has the same exact skirt, and it looks better on Ivanka because she's got the height for it. But yeah, that's the exact same skirt Ivanka Trump was wearing.
Hold on real quick.
But can you imagine? This is her, and she thinks her legs are awesome because she shows them. She doesn't show them. She flaunts them. Look at this woman walking by. It's like,
Yeah.
Look,
the spa upstairs, so good. We're at Soho House, Toronto.
hello. Soho House Toronto comes in here. Listen very carefully to what she says.
Which is basically TIG headquarters.
That's TIG headquarters, Meghan Molk. What do you think of that?
Of course, she's got Soho House's TIG headquarters. She's got to have somewhere to take her clients quickly to the back rooms.
Oh God, it's disgusting. Let me see. Listen to this.
For me, I write my stories here. I take my meetings here, and it's
Takes her meetings. Yeah. Oh my God, look at those legs and the shoes.
kind of amazing because all over the world, if I'm traveling, Soho House can still be home base.
You'll make yourself cry. Yeah. Oh, I can do that so well. Oh my God, it's crazy. You're like, Meghan, one tear, left eye, go. Give me 3 seconds.
It looks so amateur. It looks so amateur. Like she's trying to be on Travel Network or a travel channel, and it's just amateur.
She tries too hard. That's the thing.
It is.
She's trying so hard to give off this aura that she's like sophisticated. She's a businesswoman. Are you okay, Andrew? Oh, I thought he was throwing up. I thought, oh my God, Paula, I honestly thought he suddenly started puking.
No, but can you imagine this, Meghan Small? This is her idea of chic.
Yeah.
People have to understand that this is her idea of being chic, spot on, A-list. I kid you not. I kid you not.
I thought you threw up there for a second. You had to run off because you were puking all of a sudden.
No, this boy.
But you want me to tell you what's funniest about what you showed is that it's a real shot. She's taking a real shot at being some kind of lifestyle blogger, or vlogger. I mean, like Travel Channel or Food Network. You know what I mean? But it's not good enough. Like the substance is missing.
She's a bad actress,
Yeah.
And all she does is
So we're here in Kensington Market. I love it so much. They have pedestrian Sundays. It's a lot of fun. My favorite fishmonger, Hooked, is down there. I get my meat from Sandigan's, Blackbird Bakery. You can bring your dogs too.
It looks like
Bogart
Travel
loves it.
Channel, but it's not.
Hi. She's actually a really sweet woman. I've asked her for so many things, and she's like, "What are you looking for, honey? Anything where you're doing, like."
Guys, don't you find the music very porn?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Supporting local farmers and artisans, you have to do that. It's just the best, and the quality is so much better.
Can I take a picture?
Of course. What's your name?
Gohar.
Gohar. Meghan, nice to meet you.
He probably knows her. He knew her.
They
She
set
paid for
that up
that.
for her. Oh, look, you noticed me. Oh, hello.
I'm going to show you the next part is actually.
Now we're at my favorite restaurant, the Harvard Room.
That was Corey Vitiello's restaurant in Toronto.
And is that on YouTube or?
Yeah, it's on YouTube. I sent you the link. But listen.
Matter of fact, I had my birthday party here last summer in the back patio with my castmates from Suits. Thanks for hanging out with me today. You got to see all of my favorite places in Toronto. It's been so much
Thanks
fun.
for
You wanna
hanging
find
out
more?
with me. Yeah,
I've
right.
been to the Harvard Room many times, and I mean, it's closed now. But if she went, it's because she was dating Corey Vitiello, which she doesn't say, which she doesn't talk about.
Yeah,
right?
the only reason she went to that restaurant was so she could get free meals because her boyfriend owned it. That's it.
Yep.
You think she ever paid a bill there? Probably not. Probably not. And she took her friends. that just tells me she's the type of person that would take her friends to her boyfriend's restaurant, make them pay for everything, and then her boyfriend gets stuck with the bill. The restaurant gets stuck with a massive deficit.
Yeah, that
yeah,
I just saw that story about her liking that she liked to go to those places where they give free gifts.
Yeah, the gifting suites.
Yeah, the gifting thing. I read that, and it was from like 2017 or something.
Yeah.
And I said to myself, how is it possible that you think that that's a good look? That you like going to places where they give you free shit? What is wrong with you that you think, oh yeah, like everyone sees me and I'm a freaking beggar. I'm begging for things. Please give me free for me. Dude, no. I wish somebody would just shake her and be like, no. Oof.
It is actually quite cringy.
I can just picture her house being like one of those hoarders, like just her calling around to different companies, like just asking for free shit, whether it be from tampons to condoms to bath mats to diapers for Harry. Who knows?
Yeah.
Oh my God, that's gross. Harry wearing diapers. Remember when she did this?
Oh, that was so bad. I hated this entire phase of grilled romaine.
It's on the grill in a second.
Exactly. So we're gonna pretend like the
Wasn't
magic
she
of
in
TV is
the-
marinating for a bit, but then the lettuces, and this is what I love. You can grill lettuce, and it has the most amazing
I've
flavor.
never heard of that.
It holds up. Yeah, you can grill radicchio, kale, whatever you want. So
Wow.
She was dating Corey, the
lengthwise,
cook, so
so
now
that it
all of a
ends up
sudden
still
she's
keeping
a
that
food
base on
blogger.
Yeah,
Hey,
she
hey,
calls
you want me to
herself.
tell you what? You want me to tell you something about that?
Sure.
That's not bad. And you want to know why it's not bad? Because for morning television, you have to be fake as shit. You know, like Good Morning America and Good Morning and CBS mornings, you have to be fake as shit in order to do one of those shows. Hey, Meghan, why don't you do that shit? Do that right now because you're good at being fake. That's why.
Yeah.
But it's also very terrible, and it's also good because it's Good Morning America. You know, it's
Exactly.
higher.
Yeah, you have to be fake on those shows. Yeah.
But
Let
did you
me
watch?
ask a question.
You can end up holding it like.
Okay, go for it.
You think her and Matt screwed
Yep.
in his
Or
dressing
she
room?
tried to screw him.
Because I've heard rumors that they totally did screw, like Meghan screwed him in the dressing room. But look at their chemistry too, like the way she's like being super flirtatious with him. Just watch. Oh, Paula.
Well, she likes bald guys, remember? Because that's the guy that she ate his ass and then she did a porn
Like a
tape with.
handheld salad,
Okay.
right? So we'll take a couple of the pieces out from the middle to create a bit of a boat to put our ingredients in.
He doesn't even know how to rip a salad leaf off.
They're excited about this.
Very
salad.
happy about grilling lettuce here.
Exactly.
I've never been a fan of that morning show shit, and they're just so fake on those type of shows, and it's probably why it's good for her, because it's fake and you have to be plastic and you have to have no talent whatsoever and just
But
do
they
whatever
lock
the
themselves
producers tell you.
in the camerino. ¿Cómo se dice camerino? How do you say the thing where the actors wait to be called in?
The green room.
The green room. She was locked with Matt Lauer in the green room, and apparently that's how she got that thing. It wasn't her agent who got her that. It's disgusting. It is really disgusting, guys. And I mean, Matt Lauer is not the kind of guy. I mean, and there were rumors were there deal or no deal. And I'm going to ask you a question, guys. You know, people were saying that the royal family knew about Meghan Markle, but they still allowed this to happen. Why do you think that is?
Well, I think that at the beginning, when Meghan and Harry got together, they're both basically, Meghan and Harry are like the same people to me, right? They're both degenerates. They're both unstable. And I feel like at the beginning, when Meghan and Harry started dating and when Meghan started making her demands, they did use the race card. And the royal family were afraid of that because they didn't really have to deal with the whole racism thing, especially with it being such a hotbed at the time. It was like the current bandwagon to jump on, calling someone a racist and canceling them.
Shit.
So I feel like the royal family did what they could to pacify her, but just in my opinion, it makes the royal family look super weak to allow just an unknown mattress actress to come into where they are and then start making demands, and they just give in because, oh, she's going to call us a racist. Well, now You've given in to all her demands, and she continues to call you a racist. So now what?
Yeah. Well, that's why you never appease those activists, because whenever you appease an activist, they'll just start doing activism for something else.
Yeah.
But
she's a terrorist.
yeah, but the thing is, back then, the question you're asking, Paula, right? We're talking about 2017, right? 2018. Yeah. Okay. What Meghan's most said is true. Yes, they were worried about being called racist, but also I think at that time Harry was really in love because he was barely getting sucked off by her for a year. So she's still love bombing him. She's still trying to give him the best that he can get because she still wants this, and he's still really, really in love with her. So like that story said about William, that William said that he didn't like her, and then Harry told him, well, I'm in love with her, so you're going to have to deal with it. Like, that's probably what it was, because this dude was just sprung on a whore.
You almost feel like Harry more so went through with it just to spite his brother and his family when they told him to slow it down, being that he is the asshole that he is.
Well, yeah, but you also have to remember he was looking for something. Like back then, like now, I've even done a poll. Yeah, I've even done a poll. And I asked the people if they think that they're happy together now or if they're divorced, and everyone has said that no, that they're stuck together, but they hate each other. Well, that's because it's 2023. Back in 2017, Harry was still loving the blowjobs and loving the roasted chicken being bent over a table so that way she could lick his butt. And he was still in love with her. And now, 6 years later, I guess the roasted chicken isn't so roasted.
She ain't putting out no more.
Probably. Yeah. She's probably.
I don't think they're sleeping together. I think Meghan Markle hates this man. I swear to God.
Remember when they went to Australia? It was reported that they weren't even sleeping in the same room together when they were staying at the governor's house down there.
Yeah.
I mean, in my opinion, I feel like once Meghan got the ring on her hand, it was like, you ain't getting fucked anymore. You ain't getting no pussy until I get what I want. Meg gets what Meg wants. And then maybe she would throw him some sympathy pussy here and there.
Well, that's how predators work like that. Like, remember with Amber Heard and Johnny Depp, she love bombed him the whole first year. And then once they got married, she turned into a completely different person. That's what he said during the trial, which is more than likely what has happened now. We just don't know about it yet.
Yeah.
Look at Nash whom said Harry didn't want to marry her. She followed him at his friend's wedding. So maybe she said she's pregnant. I've
always believed that.
I believe that
when
as well.
She followed him to Jamaica.
Yeah.
You know those photos where they're sitting at the table and it looks like he was ready to leave and she was crying. I almost feel like she pulled the whole "but I'm pregnant" card there and maybe forced him into a quickie wedding, because why else? Because if you remember, Eugenie and Jack, they were supposed to get married first. Yeah. And then they had to postpone their wedding for Harry and Meghan to get married first, despite them just getting engaged a few months prior. I 100% believe Meghan told Harry she was pregnant just to get him down the aisle real quick. And then maybe right before the wedding, she lost it. Because remember, when they went to Australia, when there was the whole announcement of their pregnancy, Harry said something along the lines of, "Is it real this time?" So it makes you stop and wonder, okay, well, why would it? Harry always slips up, right? He always says things that he's not supposed to. So why would a man turn around and say, is it real this time? And then later in Morocco, when they're in a Muslim country, he makes the joke of, "Oh, is it actually mine?" Remember that?
Because he doesn't think anyone is paying attention.
I've forgotten about that. It's true. Are you guys watching this picture, Meg Hub? And look at her microphone. That was a good one, Molly.
I know. You got to give credit to, I think it's Meghan Narcissus on Twitter. They make the best memes like this. You got to follow them. They're on Twitter and Instagram as Lean Mean Meghan Machine or something. I'll post them on my Twitter.
Put it there.
Yeah. They're hilarious.
But where do you think this is going to go with? Let's go back to this one, because I don't want to let go of this one, because I think that she's also putting a lot of shit out there for us to forget about Tyler Perry.
Yeah.
You know, because she's going to have to make a statement. They're going to have to make a statement.
I don't think she would. I think that she would just stay quiet, hoping that we'll forget about it, because she doesn't want to draw more attention to it. If she makes a statement, she'll draw more attention to it, because remember, Meghan didn't know Tyler Perry before her wedding. They didn't know each other.
Isn't he her advisor now, or psychiatrist?
Elizabeth's godfather.
Yeah, but he said that Meghan Markle called him for advice and stuff like that, you know, that he was kind of like a mentor shrink for her.
She called him and she reached out to him to tell him about her problems. He said that he didn't know her, but he wrote her a letter before the wedding. That, oh, I'm here for you. Like, why do all these people need to fucking coddle this grown-ass woman? I don't understand.
Who spends more time on the floor crying than anybody I've ever met, you know, in spite of the fact that she said on an interview that when they asked her if she was similar to Rachel Zane, she goes, "Oh God, no, this woman spends so much time crying. You know, I can't stand. I'm not like that." I have it here actually, but I mean,
You're muted, Andrew.
That's true. What Meghan's most said is why do all these people coddle her? And I think that we're running out of answers as to a reason that's like normal and above board. There must be a reason, and I mean a real reason, why all these people coddle her. Like, I'm talking about something where if you were to like start talking about it, or someone was to get some kind of information, you'd be like, oh no, that's a conspiracy. No way. Like there has to be a real reason why all of this is allowed.
Listen, this is what she said. This is what she said.
I can't hear.
That's her on the red carpet when they asked her if she was similar to Rachel Zane. She goes, no, because that character cries so much, cries more than anybody I've known in the whole world, and I'm not like that. I'm not that sensitive. I mean, this woman, don't we get all the time that she's crying on the floor?
That means that
why are they treating her like though she's a 9-year-old woman, a 9-year-old girl who needs cuddling? Didn't she say that people, that all these workers didn't need cuddling, that she didn't cuddle people?
I don't know. There's got to be a real reason, like something that, and like I said, it's like something that sounds like a conspiracy.
Title. It's called that royal title, and the fact that the royal family are ambivalent. And I've done many videos about this, guys. I mean, this is out of bullshit. This is not joking. I watched the movie The Gentleman. Have you seen that movie with Matthew McConaughey?
Yeah.
And it's a kick-ass movie. At the very beginning, he says something that's very clever. Doubt creates ambiguity, and that's not good for business, because people are sitting on the fence. What if they come back to the royal family? They're still on the royal website. You know, Harry's now saying it's a UK home. Harry just partially won a court case that should have never been in the court to begin with. Meghan Markle committed perjury, and yet she's still. And another thing that's very important, guys, is that Fergie, in spite of the fact that she's divorced, she's still living in a royal at a royal house. Basically on a very expensive welfare, guys. And number two, Fergie was caught on film committing a crime when she was selling access for £500,000. And nothing happened to this woman. So people are thinking Meghan is always going to be protected by the royal family no matter what, because we've seen it.
Well, yeah, but there's also that there's been the conspiracy before, I've heard, where Meghan has something on Harry. And when you put that conspiracy together with the fact we've heard this bullshit about, oh, Harry was grabbing and ripping my shirt and he was snogging and kissing me, that other dude that said last week. So, I mean, we've seen Harry with Nacho. We've seen Harry with other men. Sounds like a pretty good conspiracy to me.
Yeah. And Fergie was very good friends with Oprah. It's very good friends with Oprah. Her and her two girls. Even Oprah, she went to a party in Ibiza and she flew Zara and Beatrice to this billionaire's yacht on a helicopter, you know, like,
yeah.
So this is why I think people are, because nobody gave a shit about Meghan Markle, Meghan Markle before. Why didn't Tyler Perry offer her his private jet when she was, being a call girl for Soho House? Huh?
What if she has stuff on Tyler Perry? See?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but the only thing that has changed now is that she has a title into the most powerful royal family in the world. I mean, what do you think, guys?
Yeah, she has a title and she can be easily manipulated. That's what it is. Meghan Markle isn't that smart when you really think about it. She's not that smart, but she can be easily manipulated by the likes of Tyler Perry and Oprah, who have a lot more industry smarts than she does. They're a lot more snaky than she will ever be.
Yeah. Well, I had said on the live last Friday with Ron and Aftermath. Yeah, I don't know if Megan's mom was there. I had said on live, because
you better not miss this Fridays. We have NT Lawyer with us.
Yeah, I'm gonna try my hardest to be there.
Because she's not talented. She's not a talented actress, She's not good at anything, but what she is good at is scheming. What she is good at is manipulation. What she is good at is using her body to get what she wants, i.e. Amber Heard, i.e. toxic feminist, this type of shit, Gloria Steinem, Jada Pinkett Smith, these type of people. These type of people, they know what they're doing, and yes, okay, she's stupid in her acting. She obviously can't act. We saw with that stupid commercial. But what she probably can do is lie. Obviously, she can lie her ass off, and it's only going to be a matter of time until what? Who's like we said, what does she have on people? Who's going to be the one to break? Is it going to be the royal? Is it going to be one of Meghan's, like someone that she has manipulated? Is it going to be Harry? Who's going to be the one to finally let the dam go and put it all out there that this person is the manipulator? That's my question.
I just want to say something to Joe Vickers. Fergie asked for 50,000. No. When she was caught in that meeting, she said that she wanted 50,000 pounds as a gesture of goodwill and the rest later, but that she wasn't going to leave there without the 50,000 pounds to begin with, just for them to show her good faith. So they produced the 50,000 pounds. If you go watch that video, she says, oh, we can give you 50,000 now and we can give you the rest. And she says, sure. And then I'll give you the money. I mean, this woman was absolutely desperate for cash. So it was 500,000 pounds that she asked for. She didn't get it, and she was filmed getting the advance payment, the down payment for her thing, to get access to Andrew, who was the trade envoy to the United Kingdom. Okay. So I just wanted to correct that. And I mean,
she was selling influence.
Yeah. And for Meghan, for Meghan Markle, you're right, Andrew. You're right. And the thing is that we have somebody in Meghan Markle that she's like a little cat, you've seen a cat, something shiny and noisy. It's like, look here. And there's Meghan Markle, with a name. If you're going to give, just for her to say, I'm friends with. Because Kevin Costner sure as hell didn't give her a picture, did he?
Yeah.
He wouldn't even look in her direction. He had the black shades on and he just acted like she didn't exist. Yeah. While she was over there with her hands up like a fucking squirrel, like looking over at him constantly. She looked so desperate. So desperate. It's just like that time during the Windsor Walk, the way Meghan would constantly look over at Catherine all the time.
Oh yeah, that was so creepy. That was creepy as F. Oh my God, you have these new ones. You're putting stuff I don't see. You have this pin. I already. Clever Blends was filmed in 2022, and here we go. Trap versus progressive new role. Look at her hair.
God, it's so sad. And you know what the crazy thing is? She's not wearing a bra under the sweater, and I can see her nipples. Oh my God.
What is this? I saw you talking about this. What is this?
Oh, I guess that person has now blocked me because I posted that. So, okay, there's that website. It came out of nowhere and it starts with a D. It's like, I forget the blog name. It came out of nowhere and it puts out these clickbait posts that people just start running with like wildfire. Like, remember it made up that story about, who was it? David Letterman talking about Meghan
Markle.
Oh,
yes. And I actually did a video about that. And all repeating fake stuff.
Yeah, so now this blog is now reporting something about bullshit about George Clooney talking a whole lot of shit, or this girl, Hannah Waddington, going to Seth Meyers' show and talking a whole lot of shit about Meghan. About Meghan talking about Catherine on the show. And I was like, none of
I
that
saw that.
happened. I said, if you watch the show, none of that happens. And I don't know why people are following that blog. And I guess
that's one of those little piece of shit websites, right?
Yeah. It starts with a D. I forget. Next time I see it, I'll send the link to you guys so you guys know also. But it's complete bullshit. It came out of nowhere, and people are just like running with it. And the stories it posts like it's actual fact. So I just quote tweeted the person who was sharing it, and I guess they blocked me and got upset with me. Because you see now
you're lovely.
No, I get blocked for a lot of stupid shit, but who cares?
But this is, I mean, I've been seriously thinking about this because, people have said that the royal family had kept a very, what's it called, dignified silence, and that eventually Meghan is going to get tired of it. I think that for Meghan, it's an incentive to keep going because Meghan only understands, like Amber Heard, they only understand swift action. It's just my opinion. I mean, oh my God, here's Medea.
Yeah.
Oh, and then we have the camera. Talk about the camera. Oh my God.
That was crazy, right? That's crazy. Like, this girl is a complete stalker at this point. She's just digging for things to find herself connected to the royal family. And this is, this is what the royal family have to look forward to now that they have this leech connected to them. This is what she's going to do to constantly connect herself and her phantom hostage children to the royal family. Because what else do they have? Now, when you research, when you research the camera, whose name comes up with it? Archie, Prince Archie and Meghan Markle.
Oh, really?
Yeah, Google it and look.
My God, I didn't know that shit. Let me say that. What's it called? What should I say?
Leica, like a camera. What comes up?
They remember that I have very limited.
Oh, right, because of where you are. Yeah. But when you Google it, the first couple of searches that come up is Meghan Markle wants to get Prince Archie.
Oh, here it is. Here it is. Yeah. Let me move it here. No, it's because it takes a while. I have to go to the incognito because otherwise, Meghan Markle. I typed Leica camera and then Prince Archie was added.
Yeah. See, it's all about making the search engines and getting the hits and everything. That's what it's about.
Well, she sure as hell ain't gonna get a $15,000 camera for free.
No, she sure.
But do you think that's what she's doing? That she's trying to get a brand deal or something like that, guys? I mean, at this point.
No, it's what she used to do during when she used to have the TIG as well. She puts out these things about other brands in hopes of these brands sending her free merchandise. That's what she's doing. So it's like another way of just begging for gifts.
Or a brand deal, or maybe a campaign to front the campaign. No one's going to
give her a brand deal because they can see how toxic she is.
But maybe Archie, maybe she's putting it out for Archie. Maybe she wants to merge
the website because she doesn't want to buy it herself.
Let me. I'm trying to download the latest thing that you sent me. Okay, I'm gonna share the latest thing that you sent me, Megan Small. Okay, so we can talk about it. Okay, this is it, right? Hannah Waddingham exposes Meghan Markle.
The website is what I'm talking about. But this website came out of nowhere and just puts up tons of BS about. I honestly think it could, because we know the squatties are this deranged. I almost feel like it's a squatty who's made up this blog.
Oh yeah, that's that celebrity one.
Yeah.
I've read from that.
Oh yeah, I know what it was that I actually talked about because she actually put another one that Meghan Markle had a hysterectomy and people ran with it.
Yeah.
That she goes, oh, Meghan Markle disclosed having a hysterectomy and the bravery of her. And I did a video and I said, don't this somebody who wants us to get canceled.
Yeah, exactly. That's why I don't pay any attention.
I didn't understand that. What's the big deal? Even if she did, is she trying to say that because
No,
she
because
had a
the article was
I saw the
she had
hysterectomy.
said it. So people were
I
going, Meghan admitted, and then you can get sued for disclosing something like that, you know?
Yeah, but the problem that I had when I read that is she trying to justify her being a horrible mother because of trauma, because of a hysterectomy? Is that it? I mean, she's never around her kid. Like, remember in September and October? Remember, she was only at home for 10 days out of 60. So, hysterectomy or not, that's not a good parent.
This is the article that you sent, Queen of Freebies.
Look at that one. That's the one I'm talking about.
Yeah. As a potential future princess, why the fuck do they keep calling her princess?
Well, this isn't new. What? This is old. This is really old.
No, but it's funny because everybody, all the squatties call her princess. And these are the very same squatties who trash titles in the royal family.
Well, because they don't actually not like the royal family. They just don't like it that the royal family didn't bow down to her. That's all. And they're paid. We know that.
What the hell is that? Oscillo, that's
look. Those are tote bags. That's what it's like.
But what is this? This is medication.
Boy Ron is a holistic medication. So basically, it's a holistic company that sells like alternative medication. So what she's holding, because I've taken it myself, is basically a tablet to take for like sore throats or something. It's an alternative to Tylenol and things like that, right? It's more natural. That's what they're saying.
What is she looking? What is she always pretending always to be grabbing her thing and looking as though nobody, like she doesn't know the camera?
She's posing because it's so fucking fake. It's sad now. I pity this person. It's sad. And like Thomas Markle said, remember Thomas Markle said on the live that she's been like this since she was 4 years old. That's so sad.
I mean, look at that. Oh my God. Look at those. Are those her legs? They must be photoshopped.
No, those are her legs.
you can a cow can walk through them. She's so bow-legged. Oh my God. Why is she, and these are the things. Why doesn't anybody tell this woman that is unseemly? Oh, who's that with her?
Probably Mulroney.
It's Mulroney. Her and Mulroney.
They almost French kiss there. Look at that, and they both know that the paps are there.
They probably drink whiskey together and get drunk, and then like scissor.
This is what Nautic. Oh my God! I mean,
see, like that's what I was talking about. Did she think that that's a good look? All of this free shit. Like you think that somebody's supposed to look at that and be like, "Oh yeah, Meghan Markle is a beggar. That's awesome."
You're right. Those are her legs.
Yeah.
Oh my God. And
she has weird wonky knees.
Where is this? Oh, this is Rwanda. This is when she used to take off with the photographer. She would disappear with the photographer. Remember?
Yeah.
Have you seen this one, Andrew?
Oh yeah, that's when they were touching her hair, right? When the black kids touched her hair and she made that face.
And she recoiled, yeah. I mean, they didn't know she was how Kate refuses to accept freebies.
Oh, well, thank you for the compliment, moron. That's what Kate should say to that, Catherine. That is so. That's what they did today with that hostility narrative that William and Catherine are hostile to Meghan and Harry. Well, no shit, all of us are.
And you know that the royal family, because technically they're government employees, they shouldn't be accepting freebies because that can, you can't accept anything above 100 pounds. Because you have to report everything you get. And Meghan was told about it because, it's the monarchy, it's the royal family, and they have influence and stuff like that. So, I mean, it is actually quite terrible. But I mean, what's really upsetting to me? I don't know about you guys, but it's really upsetting to me, like we talked about earlier, that people are sitting on the fence and they're coddling this woman and allowing this to continue because she has those royal titles. And people to this day are going, is Prince Harry coming back? Because if he comes back, we will accept him. And I can see that if Harry comes back and Meghan has nowhere to go and everything else fails, she will go back because she has no shame. Meghan will go back. She has no shame. If she sees that that's her only way, and she will make sure that Charles does something with the PR to bring her back.
Yeah, but let me ask you, Paula, and Megan's Mo also. What do both of y'all think the chances are that she has blackmail on people? What
I
do you
believe
think?
that. I believe that because she does, like, remember when she went to the UN building and she had recorders on her and they didn't know? I
Oh
believe
yeah,
she
they had to remove them.
Yeah, they had to remove them from that.
And they didn't allow the Netflix cameras all the way, their cameras all the way.
Remember, they couldn't show any of the footage in their Netflix show either. They didn't show anything from the UN building, nothing that they did there. So I wouldn't in my opinion, I believe that Meghan has always recorded people without their knowledge to have something over them. I believe she's scummy like that. I believe she's the type of woman who will be super friendly with you and make you feel like you can trust her to share your life and information with her, while she doesn't share fuck all about herself. In the end, you'll realize this woman knows everything about me while I don't even know anything about her. She's one of those types of people.
Yeah, she said that Meghan would ask all kinds of questions and she would never answer any of the questions,
Oh, yeah, I know that type of person. You don't talk to those people.
What do you guys think? Do you think Harry knows do you think that Harry has buyer's remorse? I always ask this question because they don't even look at each other anymore in public. Remember all those pictures of them looking at each other, Meghan holding on to his hand with that fucking claw, and it's like in the teeth. Remember how many times I think she changed her set of teeth like 4 times because each picture was completely different kind of teeth. Yeah. And then she's like looking at each other lovingly. That umbrella thing shot that they got when they came to the UK. Remember that, Meghan Small? That it was raining and it's like looking at each other, Meghan looking at him. What did you say, Andrew? Love bombing him, right?
Yeah, love bombing him, yeah. And that you can use sex for that as well, because like Megan's most said, she was her legs were open before the marriage, and now after the marriage he's not getting any.
That is absolutely. But what do you think is going to happen? Because also Harry, what do you think is happening with Better Up? We haven't heard anything about Better Up nor Doria. Doria has been, Mama Doria is AWOL. What do you think she is?
She was the only person not in the book.
What do you mean? What book?
In the Scabies book, she was the only person not in the book.
That's true. That's true. That's true.
That's the only person that they didn't talk about. So obviously, there's something from her. And I had asked y'all before. Well, I don't know if Megan's Mole was there for that. I feel like do you think that, or I'll ask Megan's Mole, do you think that Doria has an influence on everything that's going on with Meg?
I think she does.
Especially the race shit.
100%. 100% the race thing. 100% she feeds into the race thing. But yeah, I think Doria has somewhat of an influence in what her daughter does.
That's a good question. Was she mentioned in Spare? I don't think so. Was Doria mentioned in Spare?
No, not that I know of. I didn't see her. I read the first 8 chapters, and the last chapters that were up were Harry, William, Catherine, and then another one about Charles. So I didn't see Doria anywhere in that book.
Do you think she has the money? Because apparently they put the money in her name, the $9 million. What do you guys think?
Somewhere.
I mean, I really do believe that Doria's been filming everything. And you know what? I wouldn't put it past her to blackmail Meghan either.
Oh, her own daughter.
No, I don't put it past her. This is a woman who was absent from Meghan's life. I mean, she didn't think twice of abandoning her kid to that. And I mean, Doria has been doing her thing. Meghan didn't want to be seen with Kim Kardashian, but Doria did. Doria didn't mind being seen with a Kardashian and being taken a picture of and going to this billionaire's Lauren Sanchez thing.
Yeah.
I think Doria is hustling her way because I think she's seeing if everything falls for Meghan, I need to have some sort of insurance. I mean, what do you guys think?
She can always sell crack.
I think she was.
That's why she went to prison. Didn't she go to prison for selling crack?
They said that it was tax evasion.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, well, that's different.
Yeah, yeah. I think that's what it was. I think that's what it
I
was.
thought
It
it
was
was. I thought it was for selling drugs.
no, according to NT Lawyer, because he did a deep dive on that, he said that it had something to do with tax.
Okay, what I've always heard, and this
Mhm.
is just from years of following the gossip blogs, and it was Tom Markle had bought Doria a travel agency. And because Doria claimed that Tom was using the travel agency as a way to see Meghan more, she started getting annoyed by that. Even though Doria was using the travel agency and taking Meghan on trips to like Hawaii and Disneyland, places like that. So Doria didn't file the correct paperwork and tried to claim taxes or that it was Thomas Markle's fault. Thomas Markle got investigated by what is it?
IRA?
The IRS.
IRA.
IRA.
No, those people will kill you.
No, sorry.
No, but
Wrong
the story
letters.
is that Tom Markle, Doria tried to say it was Tom Markle's travel agency and she didn't know anything about it, but they did all the investigating. They saw that it was all in her name and basically she didn't pay the taxes and was doing some shady things with the travel agency. She tried to pin it on Thomas Markle and have him thrown into jail for it. Can you see what kind of diabolical woman that is? What kind of disgusting human would do that to a person? That's why I will always believe that Doria had something to do with the death of her father.
Oh, me too. Nobody trips on a dog leash and falls like that. I mean, I have Siri, who's a small dog, and I've seen Doria. Actually, I have a picture of her here. I've seen Doria walking the dog, and I think that's the same leash. Let me show it to you guys because I had it here.
I heard that Meghan and Doria were beating up on Harry. I'd believe that.
What?
That the Meghan and Doria were beating up on Harry. That's what I've heard. I heard that. I totally believe that. I know that Meghan's all little, but she looks like a little firecracker. And if you don't listen to her, she's gonna slap you.
I heard she's a thrower. She throws things.
Really?
Yeah, I've heard that she likes to just grab whatever is close to her and just huck it across the wherever.
Ugh.
She did that in Australia, didn't she?
Yeah, she threw tea at the person too.
So these would have been the leashes that her father picked on.
And this is supposed to be a man who was in tip-top shape too. A man who had his own business going. He was in great health, great shape, and yet somehow the leash was only wrapped around his ankles and he had blunt force trauma to his head, but he wasn't holding the leash. And Doria was the only witness. And the story changed multiple times.
Yep.
Dun dun.
No, serious.
That sounds like Law and Order.
And come on, like the house
sounds like
was
Law and
left
Order.
for Doria and her brother, because it was the brother who lived there with the dad. So the house was left 50-50, and all of a sudden, out of nowhere, the brother decides to sign over his half and wants nothing to do with Doria and doesn't speak a word and has none of them have spoken about her. Tell me why. There's something going on there. There's some shady shit. And I 100% believe, and it's my opinion, that Doria had something to do with the death of her father.
There it is. Telling you, that's what that sounds like. That sounds like some Law and Order shit.
No, but I mean, Doria is shady as F. No, but if you also think about it, Meghan Markle clearly is not maternal, no matter how much she tries to say that she adores her children while being like 60 days away out of 80 days. You know what I mean?
Meghan's not ever going to be maternal because Doria was never maternal with her.
I know, but her father was. I think her father, Mr. Markle, was enough maternal because he clearly loved her.
No,
Mr.
Markle. No. Mr. Markle took care of her.
Yeah, he spoiled her.
Yeah, so the way Meghan saw it, and she claimed that she grew up on the set of Married with Children, right? So the way Meghan was brought up was that her father took care of her, the mother was gone, she was on Married with Children, like ogling Kelly Bundy as her idol and thinking that the way Kelly Bundy acts is the way us women need to get men in our lives. They're just there to pay for things and we're supposed to be the sexy thing on their arm. That's how Meghan's brain works. So that later on in the future, the men are seen as they're supposed to be the ones who take care of her.
But it's actually disgusting if you think about that. If you think about that,
but that's
she
real
has been
90s.
from that.
That's a real antiquated societal thing, because her whole deal is that she's a strong, independent woman, even though she's married.
And a feminist.
Yeah, and a feminist, but we know that she's not very feminist because she mistreats her female aides. And we know she's not very feminist because Archwell paid that woman less than the other guy. So I think that Meghan's mole's probably right. She probably does think that way, but the whole facade of being a feminist, that's all it is. It's just a poster. It's not actually a building. Makes sense to me. And right when you were talking about that, I've never heard that. That makes
I saw your
sense.
eyebrows furrow. Like I saw the wheels turn in your
I've
head.
never heard that before. That makes so much sense. She's probably like that in private, and she's a spoiled diva queen a-hole, but in public, she's like, feminism. Oh, we have to treat women. Oh, like all. Well, Archwell shows, and also you're treating your female aides like shit. Those kind of things give it away, and then you add in what you just said. Okay.
Have you ever read Tom Bauer's Revenge?
No, not yet.
If you read it, he even says that Meghan's whole act about feminism and her being a compassionate individual and caring about women is all a facade. It's all an act just to make herself appear like she cares and just to use them to propel herself forward. She doesn't give a shit about other women or have compassion for other women. She doesn't care about them.
Yeah, it's just like everything else. It's a lie. And I've said that before. Can we have a list of something she hasn't lied about? Like, it would be a very short list. It would maybe be
one thing. Her name is Rachel Meghan Markle. That's it.
I honestly,
other than that, everything is for example, and this is, I don't know about you, Megan Small, but I don't know if Andrew, you were around doing Meghan for this. Remember when she talked about when the Black Lives Matter thing was in the United States, and she talked about George Floyd, that how she remembered the riots. Remember that speech she did for her school, that her school didn't ask her to do it.
Yeah.
She didn't.
And
then she goes that, oh, like this. What the fuck is she was like this? And I was running through the streets. I could see ash everywhere until I made it safely home. And Mr. Markle came out and said, I went to pick her up and we went to Palm Springs, I think it was, right? Megan Small, was it Palm Springs that he took her?
Yeah, sorry, I was washing dishes, so I put you on mute.
No, okay. But he took her to Palm Springs at a very posh place.
That's something Megan's never done, washing dishes.
So
I'm trying to multitask here. Megan doesn't do that kind of stuff. I got my kid. I'm trying to make dinner for him at the same time. I'm doing my live here. I'm being a parent.
Yeah, exactly. Something that Megan can't, because that woman, it's so much.
Does she have servants? Does she have maids?
Yeah, clearly. And I can guarantee you they're Latina. I can guarantee you they're Latinos because
yeah, they're from Mexico.
100% they're from Mexico, and she probably berates them and is super disrespectful and racist towards them too.
That would be a good movie.
You know what pisses me off? She reminds me, okay, I remember a few years ago, I went down to Mexico, right? I love going down there. I love the people down there, super friendly. And when I was down there, I was staying at a resort, and there was this super jackass Texan beside me. And not all Texans are like this, but he was your stereotypical American Texan. He was super fucking rude to the staff that were there. He would yell at them and be like, "What's wrong with you? You can't understand English?" And I was like, hello, you are in their country.
How do you know he was from Texas?
Oh, he had the whole accent, everything. He was wearing the cowboy hat down at the pool, everything. He had the Texas Longhorns on the front of his cowboy hat. So you could tell. Yeah. total like stereotypical, but he was just such a jackass to people. And I feel like Meghan Markle is the same exact way. She thinks that people are beneath her. She treats people like shit.
And you know how Meghan, when she did that guy with Jonathan Ross, remember that Ross interview? And she's like almost naked, showing her thingy. And then he's touching her everywhere. Oh my God, And can you imagine how pervert that was? That was my little,
You remember his one comment where he said to her, "You're hairless like a dolphin"?
Yeah. Have you seen that interview, Andrew?
No, I haven't.
Oh, okay. We can watch a little bit. We can watch a little bit. No harm in that. We can watch a little bit. Let's see.
Hey, but hold on. Wait, that hand thing, Catherine does that.
Yeah.
What?
Hand where she holds her hands together like that. That's what Catherine does.
Yeah.
Yeah, because
there's more pictures. Yeah. Another person pointed that out too. That's Catherine's signature when she doesn't have
I've seen Catherine do that in so many photos.
Yeah, when she doesn't have a clutch or a handbag, that's how Catherine holds her hands in front of her.
You mean when Harry's not around?
Huh?
It's Craig Ferguson. Sorry, it's Craig Ferguson. It's the interview. Let me see.
Oh, that's when she talked about knowing French for 8 years.
Yes. Let's go see if we can do it. Okay, let's see if we can just show a little bit. Well, let's see here. How do they share? Okay, I forget. I think I'm getting Alzheimer's. I forget shit. Okay. Share. Okay, we're sharing here. Let me see. I'm gonna put. Can I get can you get I have this. Okay, subtitles. Yes, subtitles. Do I have the subtitles? Yes. Okay. We're gonna do this, and we're gonna. Which one do you want to find? Look at her. Let's look at this one. Look at her naked in the back.
Did you see how hard she grabbed him though when she went for the hug? Like you see her fingers just like
that is something I want to have. Please welcome the lovely Meghan Markle, everybody. Meghan Markle.
Watch her fingers. I always catch the littlest things. You see that? Just squeeze him real tight.
Yeah, she probably sucked him off too.
Let me see.
Wow, you look sensational.
Thank you so
Is that one of them swanky designer dresses?
I got all dolled up for you.
Well, it's really working. You really look
Thank you.
I mean, well done. And the show, congratulations, Suits. It's the #1 show on TV.
What was that?
I mean, it's crazy.
It's
We're
like
so
people have
excited.
What was that weird face? Like,
which we're right here?
Suits. It's the
right there.
#1 show
Yeah.
on TV.
Thank you.
Did you see that?
But it's funny because then he says to her, and then she asks him, "Have you seen it?" And he goes, "No." But it's look.
Congratulations, Suits. It's the #1 show on TV.
Thank you. I mean, it's crazy.
It's
We're
like
so
people have gone
excited.
crazy for it, and I love it because it's got that thing in it.
Wait.
What thing might that be?
The Suits.
Right.
It's
And you're a fan of Suits.
Yeah, I am. I wear a lot of suits in my own life, so you call a show Suits, that's
A certain fondness you have for it now, just by virtue of the name. Yes.
I've never seen the show.
Thank you.
Can you imagine how embarrassing that is? I mean,
I don't think it's only embarrassing to us because we actually have a working brain. I don't think that she thinks it's embarrassing. I think she thinks she's doing well, just like the commercial today. I think there's some kind of block right here.
That's the big one.
Listen.
Thanks. My parents were happy with the choice.
Yeah, I know. Have you ever studied law or went to college or anything?
I did go to college. I went to Northwestern University.
That's the big one.
Well, thanks. My parents were happy with the choice.
Yeah, I know. I don't know that one.
No.
But that doesn't mean anything. I didn't even go to college. What did you study at college?
I double majored theater and international relations.
lie. Northwestern University has said that they don't do major in international relations. And the royal family at the beginning had it on their website and then they removed it.
And then I went and worked for the U.S. Embassy for a bit. And
oh, did you? Did you, the Meg?
The Meg.
She worked at the U.S. Embassy in Argentina.
Where?
In Argentina, in Buenos
That's
Aires.
sensational.
Isn't it
You
great
speak
too?
Spanish?
I do now, but they speak
Right.
a very different kind of Spanish. It's Castellano, so it almost sounds like Italian.
Yeah.
Don't they speak Portuguese?
Andrew, You and I speak Spanish. We know.
I know, but
You don't call it Castellano here. You know what? Because I don't know if any of you know, Castellano is from Castilla, Spain. But we
Yeah.
call it Spanish. You know, and in her old CV, she had that she spoke Argentinian. I guess she doesn't understand that in Argentina they speak Spanish. That's how stupid this woman is.
Well, if you look
Yeah,
at something, she's lying with a straight face. That's the thing. She's already lied twice. She lied about her schooling and she lied about the language, and then she goes on to lie about knowing French. But
Yeah, she's gonna be here. Listen.
Yeah.
Cuidado. Yeah.
Exactly. Hey, mira vos.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
What's a come and a go? Yeah.
Oh,
You didn't know I spoke Italian,
I
did you?
didn't.
So you speak a lot of different languages or just that?
I studied French for 8 years, and now it's deplorable. I can't remember anything, which is
I
just.
think the word you're looking for is deplorable.
Shut up, Craig Ferguson.
No, but you know what's crazy is that if you go a little bit further forward, when she was talking about her father, and she's like, "Yes, my father is a DP," and then she gives him a look.
I'm gonna find, because we film in Toronto. It's not too far. Toronto, Canada is a big one. He goes, he's making fun of her. He's taking the piss of her. Oh yeah, Toronto, that's a big one, right? It's almost as nice as Montreal. Let me see that. Oh, here we go. I think this is
no.
I just wanted to do it again. Strangely hairless body you have. Wow, you're quite a dolphin, aren't you?
It's not easy being a lady.
I tell you, you're absolutely hair free.
What?
Well,
are you?
How would he know?
What is he talking about? Did she like open her legs right there? What is he talking about?
Didn't you see how he was pinching her all over? And she's like, "You can touch me, touch me." Did you see that?
A competitive swimmer?
I am not, but if I were to be one, I think I would get some speed there.
That's what you need to do. If you're a competitive swimmer, shave yourself entirely.
Okay, good.
I did that once in Canada. So I shaved my.
Just swimming on.
You
Let me
grew up-
see. The lighting director.
Here.
Are your parents in show business?
My dad is a DP. Yes, he was the lighting director.
Double penetration, in case anybody was wondering.
My dad.
Director of photography.
My dad.
Oh,
I didn't mean to make it sound so.
It is.
No, it's all right. I'm just. No, it's fine.
You help. Yes.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Has he been on anything? I don't know?
There was a show called Married with Children. Do you
Seen
remember
it?
that
Seen it?
show?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
You see, people have seen her father's work, and they know the shows her father has made. This guy's interviewing this woman. He just has no clue as to her show.
Well, the producers told him, but yeah.
But why does he have her there? Because they actually go on for a long time. I guess he didn't have any other guests that he could invite.
Oh, so.
But this was before, right? Before she was who she is.
Yeah, before she married that idiot. They screwed, says Sugar Gold.
Yeah, probably. Wouldn't doubt it. Wouldn't doubt it at all.
Like, how would
So,
you know
I grew
she's
up
hairless
on the set
all
of Married with
over?
Children.
Well, yeah. And the way she touched him and she squeezed them, and the way I mean,
Every day after school for 10 years, I was there.
Wow.
I know. It's a very perverse place for a little girl who went to Catholic school, no less, to grow up, because I'm there in my school uniform, right?
Oh, yeah.
And then the guests.
yeah.
Oh God.
The thing is, and like I said earlier with the Good Morning America and that morning show she did, that fake shit, that's what you need for these type of stupid shows. That's why I don't watch them, because they're so fake. I mean, Meg, if you're out there, why don't you do something like Kelly Clarkson or what's her name, Jennifer Hudson?
Can't do it because it would be all about her. The attention would have to be about her, just like we saw on the podcast.
Yeah, she can't even interview.
She can't share the spotlight with anyone.
Yeah.
But is this actually, you know what? I've seen it and it's always cringe, but listen. Let's take laugh. You know what I don't understand? Why are people thinking she's funny? There's nothing funny there. And this guy, just because he fucked her, doesn't mean that she's funny. She's
there's a little light that says laugh on the top in these studios. Like literally, it's fake. It's all fake. Everything in those shows is fake.
It's a joke. It's a joke, kind of.
And then the guest stars would be like Tracy Lords, Tia Carrera, you know, these.
Yeah,
those are some.
You know how she's trying to sell herself as very sexual?
The way she talks is so annoying.
No, but it's also very sexual. Tracy Lords, I was in this little girl's uniform, how perverse that is. And I was such a little girl that I didn't know any better. You fucked that guy when you were 13. Shut up.
Oh.
I know who she screwed and when she screwed. The guy doesn't want to come on.
Some women.
Yeah.
And so, yeah.
They must have been interested in you walking around in your little schoolgirl outfit. Did they think you were working on the show, perhaps?
Thankfully, no. Come on, curly hair and gap in my teeth. And
yeah, did you see the rest of the people on that show? That's fine.
Yeah, I guess it could have worked. I mean, they watched me grow
So
up.
is your hair curly naturally then? Is that what you're saying?
It doesn't remember what it once was.
It was afro. It was afro hair. Let's get this straight.
But yes, I think
I mean,
once upon a time it was curly. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
I had very curly hair.
Did you know? I bet it's.
I have to iron it to get it like that.
Flat iron it. Lots of product.
Yeah.
Can you imagine what a boring interview? Because she has nothing. She has no CV. They can't talk about the show. What are they doing? Because look at it. She's talking about herself, nothing about the show she's there to promote, right, guys?
It's just so cringe. You just, even these little 3 minutes, because I've only seen like little clips, right, of this interview. But how long is it? What does that number say? How far are you into the interview?
8 minutes 16.
Like, you see how boring it is? You just want to change the channel. You just, like, it's not good. She's just not good. She just
And I'm going to show you this one.
Right.
Drama. It is a drama.
And who Meghan is
doesn't
Rachel?
like it when the
Rachel is the paralegal at the firm.
Seductive?
I don't know. Do you think so, Larry?
Just a comment.
Just throwing it out there.
No, I think she's really savvy. She has this encyclopedic knowledge of the law, and she is sort of the go-to girl for everything that people need at the firm. She also happens to be the love interest to Mike Ross.
He had been fully honest with her about his secret, and so now into the third season, they have a lot more material where they're becoming closer.
Well, why is this show?
Well, go back to her face. That's the way she looks at Harry when he's talking. Go back and look at her face when he's talking and she's not talking. That's the same way she looks at Harry when he's talking. She doesn't like it when someone else is talking.
Yeah. Oh no, you're gonna see something that's much worse, because look at her.
A show about a hospital or about a school or anything else, it really doesn't matter. Obviously,
Every place has suits.
Every place has suits, but I really do think like the sexiness of the show and the intrigue of the show is the fact that these characters are so layered and people really relate to them. They know someone or they want to know someone like they see on that show.
Keep in mind, do you know who got her this interview? Do you know that, Meghan Small?
Who?
Genevieve.
Oh, Genevieve got her that? I didn't know.
College friend who was the producer at the Larry King show.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that.
So that's how she ended up there. And Genevieve also works for Archwell. She's one of the 5 employees.
Yeah, she got one of the biggest pays on their tax thing, right? Invisible Hand, LLC.
Yeah, and Genevieve was one of the producers for Larry King. This is why she got that interview along with Larry King.
I thought that was so good. These people, they think they're so slick, and they have a company called The Invisible Hand that they gave thousands and thousands of dollars to, and they think that nobody's gonna notice a company called The Invisible Hand. You people are freaking idiots.
Watch Meghan's face here, guys.
So how'd you get?
Yeah, look at her face.
It was the it was
pause
the basic
it. Look,
LA
pause it. Look,
situation
look, she did it. She did it where she's like sucking her teeth. That's how she looks at Harry.
So pissed.
Oh, she doesn't like it when anyone else.
Oh no, and there's another one there's another little bit. We're gonna get to this quickly because she really hates him when
auditioning for a long time, and then I got fired from a job a couple months before this script came through.
Look at her face. She's like, this
motherfucker, which is happens pretty regularly for just total ineptness.
Oh yeah, she's in a big spot.
Oh my god.
I gotta do a video on this. The pilot episode of the show is about a young guy, worked so hard for this, and executives can say, "Trust me."
Just went in and auditioned for it. I think Patrick was the first one since I had ever done that fact and brought me back to test for it. I tested
Each other from a pilot, another pilot, failed pilot long ago that we had worked on. She came in. We had known each other from a pilot, another pilot, failed pilot long ago that we had worked
You know
on
what
together.
Thomas Markle said? You know what Thomas Markle said? That when she sticks out her lower jaw, she's pissed.
Yeah.
Remember what he said when she did this just now, guys. Just watch it really quickly. Wait. We're gonna play it a little bit here.
And we had known each other from a pilot, another.
You see
right there. This woman she has no mask. She just can't hold the mask. The mask always has to slip. Oh, that's
she's just like the mask, like Jim Carrey. But I mean, and this is insane, guys. But this is who the royal family is covering up for. This is who the royal family is not going to release that bullying interview because they want to protect her image.
What a crock of shit. They should.
Yeah.
Do you think Meghan's mold that even if she divorces Harry, that they will release that bullying thing?
Probably not.
Because Harry was also a bully.
Yeah. They're protecting Harry. They're protecting Harry still. Because he was as much of a prick to his own staff than Meghan was, probably.
Yeah.
But this is who we are. I mean, you guys have seen, the reason why I wanted to show you guys this is the lack of talent of this woman. I don't understand how she managed to wrestle her way into before the royal family used to have standards, Andrew, you couldn't just get into their circle. You were, you were vetoed before you went into the circle. But this woman was very smart because two things had to happen. The royal family had lost standards. And number two, they'd gone into and associate themselves with shady people, Soho House. And Meghan Markle worked enough circles around them with Beatrice and Eugenie and Sarah Ferguson and all these other friends in common that they have, that she worked enough of a network to get there and look respectable.
Yeah.
But, this is who we are beholden to right now. This is the Duchess of Sussex, as she likes to remind us.
Call, girl.
I feel so bad for the people of Sussex. That they're like, seriously, I can't believe that they have to deal with this wench sucking and leeching off of their county. I mean, god damn, I feel
like,
sorry.
Doesn't she kind of represent them? Like, if you're like from Dallas, okay, the Dallas Cowboys represent you. Is that what that is?
Yes. She's
that sucks so bad.
Sussex. She's the Duchess of Sussex. This is, for example, when Prince William goes to Scotland, he has a title, right, Meghan's mom?
Yeah.
So he goes by that title.
Yeah.
Is Prince William Duke of something, right?
I think it's Earl of Strathern or something.
Yeah, something like that. So Meghan Markle is the Duchess. She's the royal representative for Sussex.
Yeah.
That's sad.
She'd be known as Dumbarton.
Those poor people.
And this is why she didn't want to use a Dumbarton title.
Because she thought people would say, because it had the word dumb in it. She's so stupid.
Did you know that, Andrew?
Yeah, I had seen that Dumbarton stuff. I thought that was fake at first, and then I found out it was real, and it makes sense. It's
actually a very beautiful place. It's actually a very beautiful place. The only dumb person is Meghan for thinking of that. Her mind went straight to that. But this is you've seen the commercials she does. I mean, this latest commercial, the coffee, you would think that it would be, I don't know, sleek. No. But thank you very much. But what do we have now? The same old shit. I mean, this leopard can't change her stripes because this cringy commercial that she couldn't even fist bump. I mean, I know she's done fisting. She's done fisting, but not fist bumping, because it's like it's terrible. It is terrible. But this is the woman, beautiful people, who the royal family are coddling and protecting.
Well, like we said earlier, for a reason, probably.
Look, can I just say, could you imagine if the Queen had done a commercial like that? Never. or even Catherine. Let me walk by and pretend to fist bump you and like, psh, and it's just like, who fist bumps each other like that? I don't remember kids.
That's the problem. I think just imagine if there was ever any kind of inkling that Catherine was a call girl. Imagine what that would go down as, because it's not okay to say that about Meghan, but everything that the Sugars say or everything that the Meghan's morons say about Catherine, that's okay. And that's why you don't debate with those people, because they think they're right about everything. Yeah. And
not only that, they wish death on everybody.
Yeah, exactly.
These women,
and then they claim that
we criticize Meghan Markle's life, but Meghan's mole, you get death threats. I get death threats. I even posted some of those, the nice ones, because the ones that they send me, they're so filthy that I'm worried that if I post them on YouTube or on TikTok, they will take me down, even though it's not me sending them, you know?
Yeah.
How terrible they are.
Yeah.
You know, it's like we saw that on Hinge. Sugar, remember Meghan Small, the one that said that she was glad the Queen was dead and that they all of them, the sooner they die, the better.
Mm-hmm.
Does she include Archie and Lily in that package because they're also royal?
Yeah, well, they're not real, but yeah.
I don't know, man.
But, no, you know what I mean. But if there were, you know, but that's where we are. We've talked about and we've ridiculed this woman. But this is where we land. This is who the royal family is beholden to, with articles, non-ending articles, one after the other. And I don't know about you guys, but silence is fuel to Meghan Markle, because in her mind, this woman, as you said, Meghan Small, is so fucking sick that she's deluded. She's absolutely delusional. She thinks that the silence on the royal family, they approve of her. They approve of what she's doing, because otherwise they would have said something, because she would. If anybody says something she doesn't like, she responds, and she behaves. She thinks everybody acts like she does. And because they haven't said anything, they must be okay with it. What do you think?
Definitely the embodiment of give a person an inch and then they'll take a mile.
Yeah. Yeah. Like, yeah.
That's Meghan. I mean, with Meghan, with the royal family being silent, it's in her mind, she thinks, okay, well, if that's not going to get their attention, I'm going to do something worse. And they're not going to say anything. And if they don't say anything, I'm going to do something worse. And it just keeps going and going. Yeah, she's destroying herself in the process, and we're seeing her for the asshole that she is. Mm-hmm. But at the same time, you know how weak the royal family looks in the meantime? Yes, they're going on with their duty. They're going about their business. But you guys look like a bunch of fucking pushovers at the same time.
Yeah, because you know what bothers me? That William, when they were talking about his personal life, about him having an affair with Rose, he immediately issued a threat. When Lady Susan Hussey said, "Where are you from?" they immediately did that absolutely ridiculous thing with Marlene. It's immediately dismissed, and you're gone, and we're going to make a big fuss. Not only are you going to issue a letter of apology, then we're going to do a photo shoot with you sitting with that woman, apologizing to her. And when that's not enough, we're going to do something else. But Meghan Markle has accused them, the institution, of serious racism against a pregnant woman.
Yeah.
Which is worse. And they're keeping mum about it. And that doesn't look good, because the Commonwealth is very ethnic. People are thinking, why aren't they speaking out? Is it because she's telling the truth? A lot of people saying if it wasn't true, they would have spoken out. I get those comments in my videos all that time.
Mm-hmm.
You really can't do anything. Like, the thing is, for me, the way that I'm looking at it right now, I'm about to hit a year on this, and really not even a year, because nobody was really watching my stuff at the beginning of the year. Everyone started watching me in July. But the way I'm looking at it is, if the royal family won't say anything, then I will. Like, if they won't call her out, if they won't, do anything because they have class. I mean, shit. The way that I feel is, if nobody will, then I will. I don't give a damn. I know, like you will as well, Meghan Small, you and Paula, y'all will as well. But I'm saying is, I think that there's actually, as a matter of fact, in the anti-Meghan Markle community, there is a group of people that they don't like insults. Like, they just want to talk about Meghan Markle, like, seriously, and they don't want criticism and stuff. And I've seen that. And I don't agree with that, because of Meghan's fans, like the way that Meghan's fans are so dirty and so vile, and the way that they give death. I mean, I'm not going to go death threats as far as that, but I feel like it's almost doing a disservice to the royal family to not go hard against these people and against Meghan Markle, because and that's what I was talking about earlier with the cancer. Meghan Markle's going to keep on lying. Prince Harry's going to keep on lying. This bullshit statement that he put out for the court, that's going to continue. He's going to say that the next time he goes to court. She's going to say that. Lord only knows what her statement's going to be when she loses her trial. Like, I think that these people are dangerous, and because of that video with that she was talking about being French, she was lying, and her face never changed. You see this. Yeah, this person is dangerous because she can lie to you right to your face and you can't tell. So we have to call her out.
You know that it's not the royal family who looks weak, it's the monarchy. Because the royal family, the monarchy is the institution. You know, it's like, for example, you have the presidency in the United States, and it's the president that's terrible. But if the president is terrible, it makes the presidency look bad. Here, the members of the royal family who are currently composing the monarchy or represent the institution of the monarchy are not doing their job because they're not looking out for the monarchy's reputation, because the monarchy is an institution regardless of who is there. And the monarchy can only be effective if its members are respected, credible, and trusted and transparent, which is none right now.
But I do think
shady as fuck.
Yeah, I do think that it was a good shot of putting out that list. I believe it was yesterday, the list of everyone that's going to Christmas, because there was so much speculation about Meghan and Harry going to Christmas that they put out that list as like, yeah, shut the hell up. Here's the people that are on the list, and you two morons aren't on it.
But I can. What do you think, Meghan? If Harry decides to show up, they're not going to kick him out because they're not going to
show up.
Yeah,
Harry's
I was going to say, you think he
be
would?
honest.
You
not
think
gonna
Harry
show
would show up, Paula? Do you think Harry would show up?
I think he would. I think he
Really?
would, just to pump up something.
Wow.
Because if it right now, who is he going to spend Christmas with right now?
Well, with the fake children?
And
with
Doria?
his left hand and a joint.
He doesn't have Tyler Perry. He's not going to go to Tyler Perry's. That's for fucking sure.
I'm sure he could find some low-grade prostitute who would want to be with him for the afternoon.
Well, that's what he has now, a low-grade.
Or Nacho.
Boy, that guy's married down low.
So, oh my goodness. Did you just say that, Andrew? Please. I can't believe you just said that.
Paula, I got to run here.
No, me too. We have to go. We've been on live for 2 hours, guys. See us on Friday at the Royal Mess. We're gonna be there with Auntie Lawyer. We're gonna have a bunch of people, and Meghan's will try to make it, sweetheart.
Yeah, I'll be there. Be there. Is it?
I love you guys. Thanks for watching. And Andrew, we'll see you on Friday, sweetie.
Okay. Thank
you. Bye, guys.
Y'all stay safe out there. Bye.
Bye.